I really dig that. So, and I'll post a link in the chat for those who want to check out the video. For those who might have not seen it. Okay, awesome. Moving on to our next topic at hand. Give me a second here. So, in our esports eccentric podcast tonight, what was I gonna say? Injustice 2, and this is more for you, really, Greg. But like, they
Thank you.
They initially announced that the Tutrles were coming to Injustice 2. I want to say during the E-League, and they dropped the trailer right then and there. Everybody got excited, and we're all wondering like, how exactly does this work? Like, how exactly does the Tutrles fight one another or fight as a team, as they said in the trailer?
They don't.
So yeah, no, they don't. So they basically you swap characters on the select screen, and each character does something different, obviously.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's almost as if it's different skins, but they all play differently and they have the same finishing combo. I want to say.
Right.
But like Donnie has something that nobody else has. You can put like a shocker thing on the floor that prevents the enemy from jumping for a little bit, and Raph is more of a brawler, whereas Leo swords, he has his katana, so he can kind of do different. They all play differently. Is the point? Like they all play very differently. But like what you're about to see, Raphael's about to do the finishing combo thing here on can't remember that character's name.
Yeah, I forgot his name too. But yeah, go for it.
This combo is all four turtles share this combo.
Nice.
Or this the finisher or whatever you want to call it. So I'm very like the thing that sucks. Here's the thing that sucks. I want to play the Turtles. I do. I really badly do. But I don't have the game. And if I were to rent the game, I didn't have to buy the DLC with the game in order to play as the Turtles. And I'm just not willing to do that. That pizza looks way too real.
They actually mocap that pizza, by the way. I shit you not.
Wow. I did not know that. No, you can mocap pizza, but there we are. The way the Turtles look is so good. Like, I really, really dig the design. You know what's funny is around the time, like, what's cracking me up with the internet is, I don't know if you saw this, and we have time, so I'm just going to kind of talk about it, but Nickelodeon announced a new Ninja Turtle cartoon called Rise of the TMNT. And the way that you can play the characters for a week for free.
Sick. All right, cool.
Shit. All right, I might have to try to find a copy of the game. Anyway, where was I? The Turtles in the new cartoon. First off, the cartoon has a Samurai Jack. And the Turtles all have different weapons esque. First off, the characters in Rise of the TMNT are older than what we know the Turtles to be. They're like maybe a year or two older. And as you know, teenagers change their taste and how they feel about the world and all that kind of stuff as they get older. So the idea of the show is that because they're a little older, Raph is now the leader, not Leo. They all have different weapons. Like Raph has tonfas now. Mikey has I can't remember what the weapon's called, but it's the same kind of weapon that Go-Go had in Kill Bill. The chain and ball thing.
Right, yeah, definitely.
Leo has just one giant sword. But the thing that made me laugh, because of the internet's like overreaction about shit and being ridiculous, is that April's now black. And the internet was just like flipping tables over it, like, this is bullshit.
Right.
Which I was just like, yeah, nothing about that character screams she had to have a specific skin color, but okay. But the important thing to note is that the internet hated it. So the second that these turtles were announced and shown, it was like, this is how you do the turtles. They got it right. Injustice 2 understands. It's just like, no, Injustice 2 is catering to nostalgia for one and making it fun.
So here's my other theory too, and I think it's true, is I think the reason why they went with this look rather than say they went with the Michael Bay look or another different look is because it was easier to swap skins with, or swap skins with the characters rather than to make an entire new model, because they're all the same model.
True, very, very, very true.
Mm-hmm. So,
even though to an extent, like I like when they're slightly different colors and sizes.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like that Raph would, or not Raph, but Mikey's a little bit thinner than the rest of the guys, and that Raph's a little bit bulkier. Like I really dig that kind of thing.
Right, definitely. So yeah, like they definitely showed it up. It looks really cool. I dig the kind of like it reminds me of much in vein of the movie look of the Turtles. The way that they play and the way exactly they are showing off is really awesome. I like the presentation a lot, and NRS has been pretty well when it comes to their models. Well, afterwards, after the game came out, when it's early on, because there were people who were not liking the models early on, aka Supergirl.
I just noticed something.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh my god, that's brilliant. If we get through the trailer again, look at the side of the box.
Oh yeah, I know.
The pizza box.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Gotcha. I just noticed that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good shit.
Yeah.
I like that.
But yeah, definitely when it comes to
another realm.
Yeah, I know. Like they've definitely have gotten better at their models, and it looks really cool. I'm really digging it, and I cannot wait for Evo to see them on stage at some point, because I'm sure more than likely some player's gonna pick them up, or some player's gonna play them on stage, and people are gonna lose their shit.
It's gonna be fun. Like, I like one of the things I think is really cool, and I don't know if you watched footage other than this trailer, because people have been able to play as them, a few people.
Mm-hmm.
But the Turtles have really fun dialogue with depending on who they're gonna fight.
Mm-hmm.
If they fight Batman, different characters will have slightly different dialogue, but they all basically have lines like Easter eggs from the Batman Ninja Turtle comic that came out a long time ago.
Right. Yeah. Oh man, there's so many. I need to look through it. There's like somebody posted like the entire interactions with the other characters. It's really cool. I like it.
Well, they know what they like. They know it's not their universe. Like there was like I think that because I watched Donnie and Raph fight, and it was like Raph was like, "I'm gonna kick your butt, Donnie," and he's like, "Shouldn't we first figure out how to get out of this dimension?" So I was like, "Yeah, that's rad! Like to put that in there, hell yeah!"
Right. So. Definitely. Yeah, it's really cool. Like Injustice 2 has been, it's been fun to watch. Like there's definitely some cool moments, and just like what if moments too as well. And I'm kind of wondering, like after this, like I'm not sure if Ed Boon kind of put it out there, but like I'm not sure if there's gonna be another season of characters gonna bring for Injustice.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's really cool.
I don't know. I think definitely when you look at Injustice 2, it's a hodgepodge of a bunch of DC characters, and then all of a sudden Turtles is thrown in there, and you're like, oh, Turtles and I guess Hellboy at that point.
And Hellboy is so sick. I love him.
But like you kind of look at like what other characters could be added, and you look at what DC owns, or you look at comic books that are popular enough to warrant new characters in Injustice. Like at this point, I would just love NetherRealm Studios to make a comic book fighting game that just had characters they own, not just DC, like not just the DC universe, but like the expansive shit. Like I want to see a lot of different characters. I'm racking my brain trying to think of DC characters that could be thrown in.
Right. I will say this though, because the thing with NRS when it comes to making games, they have this 2-year life cycle where they make Injustice, then Mortal Kombat, then Injustice again, then Mortal Kombat again. And people, I mean, just competitively or casually are fine with it because they make really good games, or really good like fighting games in that nature. So it came out in 2017. It came out last year. We are in 2018, and I say in about another year, 2019. So more than likely, I want to say that we might see something out of E3 or something maybe related to Mortal Kombat 11, which would be their next game to do.
Right.
As far as like if that's gonna happen this year, maybe next year for sure. But
by the way, Spawn was the other character I was definitely thinking.
Fuck, I would love. That was one of the characters that was like wanting or teased, or maybe that's gonna be Injustice. But then if there was I think Max put it out, put it as simply that if Spawn's going to be in an NRS game, I'd rather see him in Mortal Kombat because Spawn is like he is a straight up like I won't say evil guy, but like he does brutal stuff. Like he's nice, typical hero. So like if he's in like a Mortal Kombat, that would be sick. But
I think the coolest thing they added in Mortal Kombat was horror characters. Like that was brilliant to me.
Oh yeah, definitely. So
having Jason and Leatherface and Freddy Krueger like that, I was like, yeah, it's really smart.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
Definitely. All right, moving on to our next topic at hand. Give me 1 second here. There we go.